The world champion just gives up the bishop. Is he bluffing?
Kasparov tried some last tricks in the game.
Karpov, not to be bluffed, grabs the bishop on d5. Kasparov plays rook c8, hitting the pawn on c3. Very calm play by Karpov. He offers the exchange of queens. Surely white's winning now.
This was last trick of Kasparov.
Fou d4, c'était le dernier piège de
Rook
Kasparov.
takes c3.
Tour prend c3, échec.
Then if bishop takes, queen a3 check and mate.
Si fou prend c3, maintenant dame a3, échec. Et sur roi b1, dame prend c3.
With some chances to mate, yes.
Avec de bonnes chances donc de poser des problèmes au roi blanc.
And after rook c3, if white plays king b1, king d2 is still winning. But if king b1, then
Maintenant,
king
si les
b4
blancs
check,
jouent roi b1, donc dame b4, échec.
king a1,
Roi
and then
A1,
rook c1
et maintenant un
check,
très joli sacrifice de tour qu'aurait pu faire le champion du monde. Tour c1, échec. Tour prend c1.
bishop takes d4 check,
Fou prend d4, échec.
and
Et donc c'est ou bien mat, ou bien Anatoly Karpov doit donner sa dame. Dame prend d4, dame prend d4, échec. Et avec la dame de plus, le champion du monde aurait pu gagner cette partie.
but queen d6, and after this black could resign immediately.
Mais après le coup donc, qui a été joué dame d6, comme on va le voir cet après-midi donc, au Palais des Congrès,
Queen d6 then, the simple way to win. And Garry Kasparov grabs the c-pawn with check. Karpov puts the king safely on b1. Kasparov's hoping for a miracle with queen f7. Karpov plays accurately, bishop to d4. And Kasparov concedes defeat. So Kasparov's lead is cut to 12-11 with just one game to go. The 24th and final game of this amazing World Championships started on December the 31st, 1990. Kasparov leads 12-11. The challenger needs to win again to tie the match. Kasparov has the white pieces and we can expect him to put up the barricades.
I told you before game 23 that it's, I didn't want to play it, you know. This is, for me, the match was over, and it's like after the end of marathon, you should run 3,000 meters extra. Why? But I understood that I couldn't allow to lose the game. At least to stop these rumors about the setup in the match and so on. And for me, it wasn't so easy, you know. I knew how to beat Karpov with white, or at least how to make his life very difficult. But how to make a draw with white, I didn't learn it.
So you think your choice that you...
I think it was the best choice. I mean, I didn't want to profiliate move e4, you know. e4 saved my title. I mean, it was a move to crush Karpov defense. To play e4 for draw, you know, it's a very bad taste. I should play something more solid and another move. But it's neither phrase.
Most of professionals, especially on the top level, know then that knight f3 is the most secure and most quiet opening. So after knight f3, white has no any danger to lose the game if they want to make draw. And I could recall my match with Koishna when I had one point ahead before the last game in 1974. I also started with knight f3 because after knight f3, no escape from the draw, and it's very difficult to find a real fight after knight f3. So I think this was the right choice of Kasparov.
So you think this is the right choice? It doesn't show that he really wants to make a draw, and it can bring him to...
No, he showed immediately with the move and how he made the move that he was ready for a draw any moment of the game.
Psychology is important in chess. A player in a dominating position has a tendency to relax. Perhaps Karpov is counting on this, but Kasparov is taking no risks. He wants a gold and diamond trophy and the multi-million-dollar first prize. Kasparov ponders and finally plays d3. And now the world champion explains why he was unhappy with his next move.
After rook e1, white is slightly better.
So e4 was probably...
e4 was good if he played d5, then I play rook e1, and I have good position, because if he closes, I have strong center. If he takes here, because he cannot take twice here, it's a mate on g7.
Yes, we can show it, because after bishop takes,
rook takes,
knight takes,
mate.
this is mate.
And now I think Kasparov made mistake. He played e4, after which he should suffer a little bit, because he considered d5, which is quite clear. But in reality, there is no sense to open center or to put my pawn to d4, because then we get structure of King's Indian, and then black has no any plan to develop initiative in the center, but white is better on both sides, on queen side and king side, and they have two bishops. This quite known advantage. But a6, this move Kasparov didn't see, I believe, when he played e4.
One inaccuracy often prompts another. That's what happened to the world champion when he played c4 takes b5. What does Karpov think about the move?
Then I was surprised with probably next 10 moves of white, because from equal position Kasparov could play rook a to b1, bishop c3, so just not to make any action.
He could play this
and bishop c3, yes, and just to keep the position. I have no any ideas.
And this is equal.
This is absolutely equal, with some chances for white in the future because of two bishops. Instead, Kasparov lost nerves, or...
So you think this was another crucial moment of the match?
Yes, sure. Kasparov just could not keep tension anymore, and he wanted to make draw immediately.
To finish immediately.
And then he got big problems, and probably he had lost position.
I played here, I did a very bad move. I took on b5.
Yes, this was very strange.
No, it's not, actually it's not a bad move. It's not a good positional idea, but actually I could take here with pawn, and if he takes with the pawn, then I play a4. It's a good one. If he takes with a knight, then I play knight f3, it's a draw. Now it's a game for the draw, but after knight b3, e5, black is better.
Now black is better.
It's, it's a result of the tension of the last game. Black is better because they have an advantage in the center. They can attack here, and sometimes they can take, play d5, and it's...
So how did you feel inside of you at that moment of the game? Because you knew.
Very bad. Yeah, I think I made a good move, f3. It doesn't look great, but you have to protect this e4 square. Karpov tried h5,